What's up, guys? Hope you're all doing well. I'm in Beverly Hills, California. Actually about to wander. I was going to go to the Century City Mall, which is a great place to film, but I decided to stop here instead. This place I'm about to walk over to, a lot of memories over here, not necessarily the best ones. I'll explain why. So, I'm sure you guys have seen this in a lot of movies, television shows. It's Beverly Gardens Park. It is 3:57 p.m. West Coast time, and we're here in Beverly Hills, California. That is a bright sun. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as always. By the way, there's like more surveillance here than almost any, I think almost like any place in the country. They have surveillance everywhere. Like, by the way, none of that did any good when journalist friends of mine were getting repeated beatings in this park during a lot of the crazy right-wing protests. The police more or less did absolutely nothing. It's pathetic. Don't forget to say hi. Oh, here we go. This area is under video surveillance. Thank you. That's a nice area, though. Trev Dog said hi. What's up, Trev Dog? How's it going? We're here in Beverly Hills, as I'm sure you can tell from the giant sign. Gilmore said hola. What's up, Gilmore? How you doing? Little window into the world, I guess. For not I know not everybody is. People are all over the world, so. This place is historic. I'll tell you that. Roblox said hi. What's up, Roblox? Never an Aaron. Happy Sunday afternoon. I hope you're well. What's going on? So what I was telling people when I started the stream was that despite the idyllic look here, this area was a area of a lot of violence and tragedy about 4 years ago. I covered protests here that were terrible. And so this exact area was where a rally called the Beverly Hills Freedom Rally was held. It was a notoriously violent and a dangerous and a tragic event. Many people who attacked the U.S. Capitol were here. They were right here at this rally. And so it's weird sometimes when I come down here and I just like reflect on that a little bit. You would never think that. Of course, the city doesn't want anyone to ever think about that, you know. I was able to put at least a few people in jail though who hurt people at the Capitol, and some of whom were at this rally. So that's a good feeling. Never and Aaron said same for Tin Horn Flats. Yep, there was a lot of there were fights out there too. I didn't realize you were in LA. That's cool. The stuff I saw here was crazy. Like, even so, when I was walking up here just now, because this was a little unplanned, I actually I could feel like my blood pressure just going up a little bit, and I actually stood across the street like I used to. When I would cover the rallies, I stood across the street and just kind of, I looked. I just made sure that, to see who was over here. Sometimes what they would do, so basically like over here at these trees, and this is in the middle of Beverly Hills, right? Like, this is a super historic area. And so there'd be like fully masked fascists just standing like here, kind of like what they would consider guarding the area. And then it's the weirdest thing, because you look over here and there's like a coffee spot, and people are just like, don't necessarily know what's going on. It was like super strange. I feel good though, because like I feel like I can be honest and say this. Like, I think that despite whatever problems we've had, we, at least for a time, we beat them, right? Like, look at this place now. Do they come back here? I mean, yeah, but it's not like it was. I do think we made the world safer, at least for a time. We'll see what happens. Whoa, why did it go all blurry like that? It just like totally went blurry. What's up with that? Oh, there we go. Very strange. Let's see what's over here. Oh, cool, they have the menorah. That's awesome. On that note, don't hesitate if you wanted to support the channel. Might as well get a plug-in, All the links are there. Super chats, whatever. Hanukkah is coming up, so you guys can get me a Hanukkah present. This is nice. I like this. It's 8 crazy nights, so don't hold back with the gifts. My mom will always make fun of me when I say that. She said I sound like some other streamer. Who's your best? I thought it was my eyes. No, it just went blurry for no reason. It was weird. Yeah, this is nice. I think I'm gonna walk a little bit. Yeah, let's walk. Okay. Never and Aaron said hit the like button. Absolutely. Yeah, okay. So yeah, when I'd cover the protests, I'd sometimes come right here. By the time the right wingers were so crazy, by the time you got here, they already usually would notice you, and you were always in danger. I mean, nobody was going to protect you. There's no cops were going to come to your assistance unless it was a really bad beating. Then they might. That's just the truth of it. So, but I was lucky. I was lucky most of the time. Some of my friends were not so lucky. Marcia said, "Hey Eric." What's up, Marcia? How you doing? This place is good. Alfred coffee. It's quite good. Oh, yikes. Oh, wow. That's a big group. Oh, check this out. Yikes. I can smell the exhaust fumes. That was pretty cool, though. What kind of bikes were those? Does anyone know? They look like, I don't know if those are considered sport bikes. Those were nice. Let's see what this is. Who's your best? What kind of bikes are those? That's what I was wondering. Oh, that's just the rules to the park. Okay. They were nice too. Walk through Beverly Hills, there's always something to see. People are crazy around here. They were not Harleys. Correct. Totally agree. They were nice, but not Harleys. I got to do some riding a little later, but I thought maybe I'd do this first. The way the light just, the sun sets so much earlier now. Like the sun's going to go down and it's going down already, but it's probably going to be down in like 40 minutes. I'm going to rate this up later, but by the way, sorry I don't have my gimbal. At the place I thought I was going to go, the mall, I wanted to be kind of more low-key there. I was going to go out to the Century City Mall, so I didn't bring it. Then I decided just to walk around here. Sachit said, "Thank you for this view. You're welcome." We're in Beverly Hills, California. And we're going to be walking around a bunch of stores that are interesting and are very expensive. So, yeah, so basically, like, it looks like, I don't know if you guys saw, but like CNN's Clarissa Ward, it looks very much like she might have accidentally helped a Syrian war criminal get out of jail. If you saw that segment, and like, I'm not trying to laugh about it, but unfortunately, like, an aspect of it is funny. Basically, they were filming, and they framed the segment as if they were freeing this guy from prison. And then a fact-checking organization, which I'm blanking on, they investigated it, and it looked strongly like the guy was actually an Air Force intelligence official for Assad, who was notorious for torturing people and extorting them for money. And so, yeah, so that's crazy. That's why you got to fact check in this job. So you don't end up doing that. Oh, look at this. That's cool. You know what I like too about doing this around here is that, like, everybody's a tourist around here, so no one really looks twice when you're walking around with a camera, which I kind of like. Hoosier Beth said, "Gummy in window." What is this, by the way? Is this like a toy store? Wait, what does that say? It says, "Sorry, the lifestyle you ordered is currently." Oh, is this like an art museum? Oh, it's an art museum. Cool. Never and Aaron said, "Did you hear the one about the ABC network paying $15 million to Donald Trump to settle a defamation case?" Absolutely pathetic. Yes, I did hear about it. Embarrassing. It's mind-boggling, and it's mind-boggling because they were correct. George Stephanopoulos was right. It wasn't even like a case where it was kind of like borderline. No, he was right, and he was found liable in a court of law, in a civil court, for sexual battery. He was found liable for rape. And so it makes the world so much more dangerous. It makes my job infinitely more dangerous when things like that happen. If ABC is going to capitulate like that, you know what I mean? It's so embarrassing. Oh, what's this? Oh.
We receive eternal life by believing in God and in His Son, Jesus Christ, whom He sent to us.
Oh, it's the, looks like the Repent van. I don't know what that is, I just made that up. Have we gotten, what do you guys think, since we evolved from primates? I feel like this guy's probably a lot smarter. This is cool. I am going to come back here. Oh, that's nice. My cousin Nathan was actually Andy Warhol's assistant. He's passed away a number of years ago, but he was a great artist, and he had a lot of stories. Well, that's nice. A lot of money down here. I like that. You know, all this time I've been coming around here, and I never realized there were so many art galleries. Beverly Hills Police Department Public Safety Video Recording in Process. Thank you. By the way, video recordings are typically useless unless there's an actual person who is capable of interpreting and investigating what's on the recordings. As you all saw with an investigation in New York recently with a fugitive. It doesn't matter how many surveillance cameras there are if there's not other investigative aspects that are need to go kind of hand in hand with that. And that guy was almost certainly identified by somebody who knew him. San Francisco Police Department apparently alerted NYPD at least, I think, 4 days before he was caught. Marcia said, how did Beverly Hills become a hub for conservative rallies? It's a good question. I think the short answer is that they just picked this, this is what I think. I spent a lot of time thinking about this. Everybody wants to come here to see it at least once, right? Like everybody wants to see Rodeo Drive. They want to see Beverly Hills. It's got that kind of storied lore. And so they basically just use that to attract people. It was a nice area to hang out in, right? You saw the park. And there's, I think that was the short of it. And it started to just take off. At the height of those rallies, I think there were thousands of people coming. Some of them, they were on the national news. By the way, this is Nate and Al's. It's like a super famous deli. I think they like standing there, rather than stand on, somewhere else protesting. They did feel safe. Keep in mind that, like I said in the beginning, friends of mine were regularly beaten at those rallies with no justice at all. Reporters, just trying to find out what was going on. The police couldn't have cared less. They did absolutely nothing to protect them, or just to do their job in general. And that's just the truth. One of my friends literally was almost, if he hadn't been wearing a helmet, he would probably be dead. But the person who beat him is now serving 25 years in prison because he attacked the U.S. Capitol. So let's hope they keep him there. They were trash. That's true. Ooh. What do you guys think about that one? I'm gonna walk out of here with the full getup. Marcia said right on about that perp being in jail. My friend is okay. Thanks for asking. Oh wow, look at this. Okay, somebody needs to adopt this dog. I'm actually looking for a dog right now. I'll look at that flyer later when I'm. I also saw some interesting protests in this area. So different protests. There was a real memorable one where it was a Black Lives Matter protest where it started raining, and I remember I was covering that, and it was like I was like soaking wet walking down this street right here, and I mean I'll always remember this. Like the people who own these expensive stores, they literally were like locking. Like I have a photo somewhere of they locked the doors. By the way, this is a peaceful protest, not like the insane ones I was talking about earlier, the right wing ones. They were just like locking the doors in fear, and it was like it like said so much about this country. Like the boutique locks up is like protesters on the right side of history just walk past, just making a point, with a message. Never an Aaron says, I hope someone adopts Sparky. Absolutely. Maybe I'll become a fashion streamer despite knowing very little about fashion. Oh wow, look at this. Erie's Beverly Hills. Yeah. Again, if one of you guys feel free to get me this Rolex, I'm not going to stop you. For your favorite investigative journalist. Hello. Nice. Wow, look at that. Hi, how you doing? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man,
I honestly,
I don't know why my legs hurt. Like I haven't walked in that long, and I also slept for an insane amount of time yesterday because I really needed it. I woke up at noon today. I can't remember the last time that ever happened. I should go to happy hour. I do not know what that's about. Marcia said you clearly needed sleep. Yep, I did. I woke up and I was like, it's 11:45. It's like, what just happened? Just checking something out real quick. Huh. See what's up down there. I saw some flashing lights. The amount of wealth in this area is just is crazy. Do people get more views, I wonder, when they film what they're seeing, like right now, or when they film themselves, like the reverse? I noticed that some of the influencers film themselves. Like I was watching Jessica Palmanessa's stream. So I'm just really curious about that. Because I typically like to, I like to be kind of more behind the scenes, but I don't mind obviously being on camera. I'm just curious which one is better. Who's your best set? I think both. It's a mix. Yeah, I think so too. Let's see what's going on down there. She said, if you're a hot young chick or a hot young guy, it makes a big difference. Interesting. Well, I guess I'll be filming myself then, me being the photogenic type, as you guys know. I just feel like then you don't get to see as much. Like you don't see what... I don't know. I feel like I like watching the way I'm doing it right now. And I'm certainly open to anything. What is going on over here? That's a flashy car, huh? Like, they put a lot of money into these police cars. Oh, wow. That's a car stop. It's a traffic stop. Nothing really too important going on here. I might circle back, but I'm not like uh, I'm not like a cab, by the way, or like an abolitionist. You know, I mean, if you guys have followed some of my streams, you know that I worked at a think tank and I worked on a special team that was investigated political violence, and we made referrals to, we don't put the cuffs on, right? We don't knock on the doors, and I've worked with some cops who were pretty good. They're good guys. So I think the truth is a lot more complicated. But I'm just naturally suspicious of authority in general. But the people that I did put in jail, like I said, I'm not the one who knocked on the door. The cop did. So it's important to be just open and honest about that. And there's some cops who do, they really do care. I mean, it's just, I, it's a complex problem that's too complicated to explain, I think, right here. But yeah, I think it's just like a traffic stop. They're letting them go. Or maybe with a ticket or something. Not super interested in that. I also don't really feel like catching any stairs right now in this neighborhood if I can avoid it, which was about to happen, I could tell. Thank you. Maybe I'll circle back end of the block. I also like filming this way because what I mean, like, as much as I know the vertical doesn't look as good, it's a little more like it doesn't stand out as much because people don't really know what you're doing. The minute you like flip it horizontally and you have like a gimbal and stuff, I'm gonna turn around. Then it's like totally obvious, right? These are apartments. Yeah, these are all apartments here. Everything. And on this side too, let me check. Yeah, these are residences too. I think that they have a lot of these mixed, what do you call it? Like mixed use places. Is that the phrase? Where like for example, they have a Whole Foods here, but there's also like definitely residences up there, which I guess is a big selling point. You know, you live near a supermarket or literally on a supermarket. So yeah, that car stop is finished. So maybe it was a traffic ticket or something. I'm gonna get some water for a second. Then maybe I'll reverse the view. You can see me. Sit on this bench. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to live on top of any kind of business like district, but I don't think I'd want to live that close to a Whole Foods. I mean, it's really interesting though how the dynamic of these streams is different at a certain time. Like I said the other day, it's like 11:30, and when you set it to anyone can comment, it literally is like opening the gates of hell. Like that's that's what it looked like. See, it's going blurry again. That's maybe I have to clean the lens, but it hasn't been a problem. Like it's there we go. Ooh, there we go. There's me. Wow. Hey, Marcia. Now let's wait as the views go up drastically. I can see it. This is, to me, this is like so much more boring though. It's like now you can't see anything. You're just looking at me. I gotta watch some. I gotta watch some influencer videos to see. I want to see how they do it. Like the travel influencers. Do they film themselves? Do they film what they're seeing? Do they film both? Michael asks, "Hey, where are you?" Beverly Hills, California. Just walking around. I need to get back into shape. I was in real good shape, and then over the summer, I'll tell you so. So over the summer, I worked for about 3 months as I was doing what I would describe as field investigations, which I spent a lot of time just sitting, which was a disaster for my physically a disaster. So let me turn this around. So anyway, that's something I'm working on. Michael said, "How's the weather?" Honestly, for Southern California, it's pretty cold. I'll go this way. It's chilly. It's jacket weather, which I know for the rest of the country, they're like, what? Yeah, it's not even 6 o'clock, and it's already definitely getting chilly here. So Marcia said it's best to film both ways. That's good. Maybe I'll do that. I guess go with what you like. Oh wow, look at this. Looking good. No smoking or vaping unless actively traveling by. A lot of rules around here. A lot of rules. Oh, this area is super nice. My friend was working here at this restaurant right here, and I was here like maybe 6 months ago, I think. This area is super nice. Maybe I'll sit here for a bit. That's kind of funny, huh? It sounds all mad. Oh. It's not going to work. When you push it, it's not time. It just yells, wait at you. Wait. This area is under video surveillance. No climbing on or tampering with structure. Wow. Got it. Thank you. Thank you for the warning. Michael said, is it expensive out there? It certainly is. What is this? Is that like a jail? Like what's the... No, really, look at it. Look at it. What? Oh my God. No, guys, is that like a mini jail? Is that some, like, what are they doing here?
Hey guys, we're going inside. Come. going inside over there. When you go inside, you see the lights.
And so there's like restaurants over here. Like this is super nice. Like. I'll get a shot of myself here by the jail, you know, for memories. Trying to take a photo. All right, that's enough of that. It's crazy. Yeah, it's pretty cool. That said, Mastro's had a dress code. Yeah, I didn't see that, but I believe it. I'll usually get kind of dressed up if I go to like a nice place, of course, but like out here it's really laid back. I mean, it's not this. It is different out here. Like that's definitely not the norm. It's totally, most of the time out here, it's totally acceptable to be casually dressed at like a place that would not be acceptable in most cities. That is a little different out here, which I usually like that. All right, let's go through here. In case you forgot, this area is under video surveillance. Wow, look at this. Michael, the time is 4:45. Michael's questions are straight to the point. I like that. Where are you? What time is it? What's going on? Very straightforward. It does kind of look like an MRI machine. Isn't that interesting? The holiday MRI machine. I'm going to walk through in a sec. Just waiting for my moment. Oh, here we go. Whoa. Whoa. There we go. Okay. Stop right here. Freeze it. Perfect. All right. Yeah. Oh, this is nice. This is real nice down here. Like, look at this place. Do I feel better getting scanned? Absolutely. This is real nice. This is, Hoosier Beth asks, is this a mall? It's kind of like a shopping plaza with restaurants, and I don't think it's exactly a mall. And these are, I think, residences up here. It's kind of like a pavilion. Maybe that's the best word, I guess. I think I'm gonna sit for a second, actually. I'm gonna sit by the water. Oh, man. Just have to time my shoot. 1 second. I'm gonna put the phone down just for a sec. Marsh asked, how do you know Will Good, aka Streets? I've known him since about 2020 or maybe a little bit before, when, as I've usually told this story, oh, that's cool. Kind of like around the time when around here in LA, a lot of like-minded people started to, come together with shared beliefs about just what we believe politically and about justice, and we all met. In fact, I remember the night that we met specifically, which I'm not going to say exactly what that was, but it was just kind of a memorable kind of event where a lot of us, journalists and some activists and everybody was just kind of, I feel like, almost getting started. So I always kind of remember that night, and I met Will, and we've been friends ever since. I feel like we have the same, like we see things kind of the same way. We just obviously, like, I do my thing and he does his thing, which I think is another thing I'll just say that I like about him. Neither of us kind of really want to be a part of anything like a group, for lack of a better phrase. You know what I mean? We don't do other people's things. We do our things. And so anyway, that's anyway, I've known him ever since. And I think it's good to in general, to try to do your own thing. It's complicated. I don't like being told what to do, and that's been always my problem with like some of these movements or larger groups, you know what I mean? Like, I like this comment. Big pardon's coming in 35 days. You sound upset, my friend. Are you one of the people maybe I put away? Do you have internet access? Well, I'll tell you guys something. Have you heard me say the phrase, the work goes on? The work always goes on. And I couldn't care less what happens that's outside of my control, because every day I'm going to get up and I'm going to do everything I can to make this a better place. Period. And you'll just have to deal with it. Honey in the Rock said, do you ever see We in LA? She's doing great. I was just talking to her. She's doing great. Hoosier Best said Will is a good friend to have. He sure is. He sure is. Let me go back in here. Oh yeah, this is actually the entrance, I think. I think we came in the different way. Check that out. I like that. The perfect shot. Oh, I'm sorry? Oh, no. There. Like, they're streaming too. I think she was asking me something, but I'm not sure. sit here. Oh man. Oh, this is cool. Look, they're taking a photo. That's nice. And then these folks are live streaming, I think. So that's cool.
You got it, girl.
It's like dark already. It's crazy. It's tough with kids, right? Like, you have like what, like 2 seconds to get a good picture with kids? That's what my father always said. It's like, it's impossible basically, right? When you have young kids. Like those pro photo shoots, if anyone ever did those when they're a kid, like where you're like when they used to have like a Sears or whatever or whatnot, your family would take you there, try to get a bunch of kids to sit still for 2 seconds. Get some more water. Here we go. We're doing it again. Whoa. There it is. Right here. That's it. Feel free to screenshot that and make it your Windows background. No, I don't know. That's just funny to me. Who is this random guy on my Windows background? Oh, it's Eric. It is pretty nice, I gotta say. It really is. Oh, yeah. So that's what this is, the glowing gardens. Nice. I like that. That's really cool. Excuse me. I know, I kind of want to hang out here for a sec. Could like sit somewhere. Ooh, here we go again. Man, people really love this thing. It's like, it's like a window to the world, kind of, you know. So I'm gonna sit over here. Excuse me. Sorry. Thanks. Wait. That's what's so important about the internet. Uh, we're all, I think, more interconnected now, and that, like, look at these regimes like Assad in Syria. You know what I mean? Like they have to cut off information because once it just makes me think that once people can see what's out there, connect with other people, it's over for them. It's over for the dictators and the bad people and stuff. And so walking around here just made me think about that in a way. Like, you can be anywhere. You can be in, I think, Beth is in Indiana, right? But she can watch me here. And if she's streaming, I could learn something about Indiana. You know what I mean? So, and they don't want that. The very bad people do not want stuff like that because once that happens, you know. Thingy said, "Hi, Eric. Good to see you live again." What's going on, Thingy? We're just hanging out here in Beverly Hills. Marsha, Will said I rode my bike from South Bay to Hollywood. I don't think I did that. That's funny. That kind of vaguely rings a bell, but that's something I would do. You know what? That kind of remember that. One time I went on this really long trip, but I don't remember if I was biking or walking. Because I really like the South Bay. I'll do a stream down there. South Bay, for those who don't know, so that's an area south of LA that's made up of 3 cities: Hermosa Beach, Redondo Beach, Manhattan Beach. I think it might include a few other cities, but that's what I think of it as. This is cool. Some of these streams are honestly so hilarious. Like yesterday, I just randomly. Oh, that was super loud. I think it's those bikers again. I like randomly pulling up streams and I see like Cutsy, that streamer. He had a stream that was titled like, "I'm walking through Pomona Holt Boulevard," and it just. I don't know, like some of the stuff is just so funny to me. like what? How did that come about? How did Cutsy end up in Pomona, which is like pretty far east of? It's not that far, but on Holt Boulevard. And what was he doing on Holt Boulevard? Like, just cracks me up. Yeah, this place is getting busy. Marcia said, Cutsy gets around. Yeah, Pomona's not that close. It's got to be like 30 miles, I think, or more. I also like Cutsy streams because every 2 seconds he says subscribe to me, which it's just these little things that make me smile, like these quirks that people have. I like that stuff. Humanity said, hi everyone. Hi back, of course. Patsy said, Cuts was a good kid. Definitely. Definitely. Jessica has great one-liners. Definitely. Jessica's funny. Oreo said hello. Hello back. I'm gonna walk. Yeah, so I saw that. 1 second. The light is just perfect right here. Oh, sorry, guys.
It's okay. Just set up.
Oh, let me get out of your way. I'm out. No problem. Almost messed up the picture. Yikes. No, this is it was asked if this was a Church of Scientology event. No, this is just City of Beverly Hills set up this really nice display for people for the holidays. Go around. But yeah, so on that note, God, this view. This is like, turn this on. I saw that they were out at that, so there was that gala yesterday, right? I saw that everyone was out at that gala. Was that like, I think it was near USC at the Shrine Auditorium. They were protesting out there. I kind of wanted to go down there to check that out, but last night just wasn't feasible. The last time I was down there, it was when I realized where that was. I was actually covering this, what was it? I don't know, it was some crazy right-wing protest. And I saw one of the streamers walk. I was like, oh, I know where that is. I know exactly where that is. Or it might have been when I was on USC's campus. It's on my Substack, actually, if you check out Eric Levai on Substack. And by the way, feel free to subscribe. It's free. So I'd appreciate anybody who could subscribe, because the more people, the better. And the link is in my profile. So I have a video on my Substack of when this massive group of police entered the campus to break up the Palestine encampment. That was a crazy night. I was there early. Actually, Will was there. I actually ran into Will there. I was like, dude, because you could tell it was starting to get crazy. And they basically closed the campus. Then they remotely locked every door. So you basically just had to stand outside. And not that there was anywhere to go, but I was actually wondering if they were going to do that, because I haven't been in school for a long time, and I don't remember them being able to do that when I was in college, but I was like, oh, they're going to do something. And they literally, everything just locked, all the buildings. Uh, yeah, or it said Streets LA. Yeah. Yeah, I saw him at USC that night. That video is crazy. That's on my Substack. It looks like Star Wars. When the police just came in, I was like, oh. Or it said, did you see Winter Wonderland? Yeah, I was actually out there the other night. I was there the other night because I was at the, when they had that big balloon float. I was there during that. You mean the weird Winter Wonderland that like really nobody goes inside? It's kind of sad, actually. All that stuff makes me sad when I see it. That Christmas parade, like I talked about it in a few other streams, if you think it was funny to watch on YouTube, I mean, I gotta say, imagine what it was like to actually be walking there. It was hilarious. It really was. Oh, what's this? Walk through here. It's like everything's closed. I just look like such a tourist, and that's been extremely, like, first of all, just look at me. Like, this has been extremely helpful as a reporter and as a researcher and an investigator. If you have the ability to just disappear, which most of the time I've had, is a little harder now sometimes, but what am I doing? As I walk into the wrong parking lot. I should shut my mouth, I guess. But if you have that ability to just disappear, you can hide in plain sight. That's the secret. How you doing? I know there's a lot of people, I've got friends who they worry about that and they worry about their anonymity and due to some of the types of work that we do. But I always try to tell them the secret is to hide in plain sight. If nobody really knows what you're doing, you have sort of an advantage. Always remember that. Just another person walking around. Nobody knows anything, really. Unless they're watching the stream, of course. In which case I say, thank you. Wow, look at that. That's beautiful. El Guanci, I think, said it's frustrating how much Scientology gets away with. Everyone is scared of revenge. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day, actually. It is incredible that this is still going on. That's a nice house. Has a little bit of that eyes wide shut kind of vibe going on, but still pretty nice. Beautiful. Yeah, is that like a private club? No, this does look like Scientology, doesn't it? It really does. It's cool. That's nice. Half of my streams are just me walking around being like, wow. Like, it's like, it's like that old Chris Farley show sketch where he meets the Beatles and he's like, wow. And the only questions he has are like, wow, what's it like to be Paul McCartney? Like, that kind of thing. Adam Carmona said, I need to go incognito. You should, Adam. Highly recommend it. As the world kind of closes in a little and it becomes, we're in a constant state of surveillance, the secret is to hide in plain sight. And believe me, that's the Beverly Hills Civic Center. That's something our intelligence agencies know too. With facial recognition, right, it's essentially going to be almost impossible to have human spies, I think, in the future. It's going to be very difficult. But what they have done in the past, they've tried certain programs where basically they take a person who already has a life on paper, on the internet, you know, and they train that person in, like I think the FBI had a program about that. Michael Isikoff reported on it. So if anybody looks, it's like, oh, that person's a doctor or they're whatever, right? But they actually, you know, we're working for these agencies. And that's the only way I think that it's really going to work to have human intelligence like that in the future, or human spies. Unless you can totally remove someone from the internet, which is pretty hard. El Guanci asks, is there a free facial recognition app? The best, there are. The best one that's commercially available, which is called PimEyes, though it does cost some money. You can do free searches to at least see if you're on the right track, and then you can decide if you want to pay for it. You can also check, so Google reverse images, it's not set up for faces, but it can still work. That's free. TinEyes, TinEyes, I think that's free. There's one that uses dating apps. I don't remember that one, but I think William uses it, Film the Police LA. I don't know if that's free or not. There's a site called, what's it called? Man. Okay, I'll try to bring it up on another stream. There's a site that lists a lot of what's called OSINT websites. And you can also Google Bellingcat Toolkit. That's Bellingcat. Bellingcat is like the premier open source investigative journalism outlet. And they make most of their stuff, like they want people to know about it. So you can go on the toolkit and see about some programs that may include some free, wow, look at that. That's Beverly Hills City Hall, and the police station, I think, is in here. So there's a bunch of free apps. PimEyes is the best one that I know of that's available to the public. PIMEYES. It is kind of pricey though. Like I said, you can use it for free to see if there's any matches, but to actually locate them, it's like $30 a month. Glancy asks, where do they get their information? They draw it from the open internet. In fact, I don't think like PimEyes definitely does not pull from, it does not pull from social media sites, so it's pulling it from everywhere else. If your face was in a newspaper article, that kind of thing, right? The accuracy is insane. It can pull someone out of a crowd from 30 years ago who was in the back of like 30 people. Like, that's how good it is. You can also remove yourself from those sites. You just have to, which is sometimes not a bad idea. Thank you. Yeah, I use them quite a bit, but you know, they're investigative tools, but you also have to, what's this? They're investigative tools. But you always have to use, you know, other skills to supplement it. You obviously, no one would just, you don't just use it and you're like, oh, that's him or that's her, you know. You can also use Yandex, which is a Russian search engine. Again, it wasn't really designed for facial recognition, but their image matching is insanely good. That's Yandex. With some of the stuff like Yandex, you might want to use a VPN, which, I mean, I actually think Yandex is not, I wouldn't, compared to a bunch of other websites that you might find in Russia and some other places, I don't think it's like as much of a security risk, but you definitely, like, in general, want to employ a VPN when you can, which is a site that masks your IP, VPNs mask your IP address, and some other identifying information from people who might want to know. So, oh, this is, oh wow, look at that. Marsha said, just subscribe. Marsha, thanks for subscribing to my Substack. Really appreciate that. I think the link is there. You guys can subscribe. It's free. I'll be publishing, you know, independent reporting. Other stuff I might publish, even personal thoughts, or I published a piece of satire the other day. So I don't know, it's going to change, but it'll probably be a lot of just reporting. I set up the Substack a while ago, but I didn't actually start. Didn't really start using it until recently. And I published court records on there related to this investigation I'm doing at UCLA about this mob attack. So I'm trying to put stuff up there that matters to me personally and has value to me and other people. All right. Maybe we'll end the stream where we started it. That's fitting. Wow, this is cool. Look at this. Yeah. By the way, in terms of doing the tourist thing, the backpack is always huge. Like, I like the lighting here. It's a little better. Oh, this is cool. It's hard to believe that there was so much violence here. You know, at the protest I was talking about, you would, if you didn't know that, that wouldn't come into your mind at all. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Looks like a horror movie though, a little bit, you know. Is anything else going on? Like I have a couple days that are more free than usual, and I texted some people to see if there's anything to cover, but it seemed like there wasn't much going on in LA. That's nice. I don't think on video this probably captures, like, it is pretty cool, but it's dark. Yeah, this is cool. All right, y'all, I think I'm going to log off for now. It's possible I might jump on a little later, but I got to do some writing. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to, subscribe to Substack. If you want to support the channel, there's a lot of links in there too. Otherwise, it was a fun day. A real fun day. So be well. I'll talk to you guys later.